Hey everyone, I'm Michelle from Cake Craze. Welcome to the very first Cake Craze Stencils vlog. I'm a cake decorator as well as the designer of the Cake Craze Stencils line. It's been a natural progression for me to be creative with cakes and now with cake decorating products. I'd love to take the next few minutes to tell you about my new stencils and how they came to be, as well as show you how to best use them and, of course, how to get your hands on them. This stencil line was created because I found it a little difficult or slightly awkward to attach stencils to a cake without having any dramas. I didn't like using pins, and apart from being a food safety risk, they tear your fondant and create holes in your cake. I also had trouble with tape peeling off the stencil or off the cake as they had nowhere to anchor to. I ended up cutting small slits in the ends of my stencils and threading tape through them to create an attachment point. Then the light bulb went off. This would be a great way to attach your stencils to your cake, and then also a unique design that would be really helpful for decorators everywhere. Combining this new attachment idea with my love of art, design and cakes, I decided to create a new stencil line, which I'm really proud to say is Australian made and manufactured. It's also an original registered design of Cake Craze and has a patent pending. My inspiration has come from many different elements: lace, architecture, jewellery, bridal designs, fashion and cultures. This will be a continuous stencil line with new designs added every few months. Within my designs, I've also allowed creative freedom. So you can add piping or pipe over parts of the design, add bling, cashews, flowers, or any other type of creative embellishment to make it your own style and become your own signature design. Now I'd like to show you how to use some of the Cake Craze stencils and give you some tips and tricks as well. I've designed the stencils to be as perfectly sized as possible to allow them to be used on as many different sized round tiers as I could manage. They will fit around specific size tiers almost perfectly a certain number of times, so you don't need to work out what the size will fit best while you're using it. You'll know beforehand and you can plan your design. Depending how thick your fondant is, they should fit almost perfectly in a repetitive pattern. Size A stencils can be placed on any size tier as a single pattern and are great for a top tier. Size B stencils are great for 6-inch and 9-inch round cakes. Size C stencils work best on an 8-inch or 12-inch round cake. Size D stencils are for 10-inch round cakes. Size E stencils are for extended height tiers and are great on an 8 or a 12-inch round cake. Cupcake and cookie stencils are also available in a small size for your mini desserts. And of course, you're able to use them on square and other shaped cakes as well. To attach your stencil to your cake, you'll need a cake that has been covered in fondant the day prior so it's not too soft, or if you're using a cake with a royal icing or buttercream finish, make sure they have dried or crusted so they aren't too soft. And you'll need some masking tape or sticky tape. Another fantastic tip is to bake your stencil wrapped in baking paper and taped with masking tape to the outside of your specific sized cake tin so it takes on the perfect curvature and shape of your cake to sit against it without any problems. I put mine in the oven set at 80 degrees for around 10 minutes. You can also put some Crisco or Kofar on the back of your stencil so it adheres to your cake and helps reduce the risk of the royal icing bleeding under the pattern. You can combine any or all of these tricks, whatever works best for you. Now take a length of tape and thread it through the attachment holes and continue to tape it around the back of the cake. Do the same for the other end of the stencil and join that piece of tape onto the other to secure it. Sticking the tape onto itself will give you extra insurance against it peeling off. The other way you can do this is to reverse the tape and leave it sticky side up, which is what you'll need to do when you're applying your second or third pattern, so you don't remove any of the other pattern you've already applied. The next step is to have your medium ready. With stencils you can use royal icing, edible spray, an airbrush, luster dust, luster and cake decorating alcohol, chocolate or buttercream. You'll also need a palette knife and a plastic scraper if you're using anything like royal icing, buttercream or chocolate. You can apply luster with a dry brush or a luster mix with a sponge, and you can use spray or an airbrush after applying one of the other mediums, or spray it by itself. Use your stencils on your cakes, cupcakes, cookies and other dessert products. I'm going to show you this demonstration with royal icing, and then I'll apply some luster to the pattern as well. Okay, so make sure your royal icing is quite firm, so it's not going to fall off your palette knife at all. Holding your cake really gently or holding the board, just apply a small amount of royal icing over your stencil pattern. With your plastic scraper, hold the board firmly and scrape the royal icing towards you really gently, but also firmly, so you get a nice wipe. You should be able to see through to your pattern, and just make sure that all the pattern is covered. So if you find that there's a piece that's not covered, just go back, put some more royal icing on there and scrape it back gently again. So now I'm going to apply some luster dust with a makeup brush. So our royal icing isn't dry, but that's okay, we can still put the luster on there. Putting the luster on this way means that it will only go on the stencil pattern itself and not onto your cake. So it's going to highlight your stencil pattern, and you're not going to put any onto your cake. Once you've finished your design, gently peel off the tape and slowly peel back your stencil to reveal your pattern. You can wash your stencil under warm water with a soft sponge or a cloth and allow to dry fully, or dry with a tea towel ready to use again. Once your pattern is dry, you can line up your stencil again, and this time just have your tape sticky side up so it doesn't mess up your first pattern. So hopefully you can see how easy Cake Craze stencils are to use with the unique patented attachment system, and also how efficient they are with the various sizing specific to your cake tea size. I hope they will make your cake decorating less time consuming and less troublesome. Cake Craze stencils come in a wide range of designs and themes that are available singly, and some designs are also available in sets of 4 stencils. Beautiful original designs that are proudly Australian and exclusively available to order via my website, cakestencils.com.au. I'm so excited to announce that the pre-sale for the very first wave of Cake Craze stencils will be open from the 11th of July, coinciding with our website launch. Order your stencils by the 28th of July to receive your stencils between the 13th and the 20th of August. When you visit the website, you can also sign up to be a VIP member. You'll find the sign up box on the homepage. Just scroll down and enter your details. Being a VIP member entitles you to exclusively see each new design that is launching next, and you'll also receive discounts, sale and specials info, tips and tricks, vlogs, and be able to enter our competitions. Don't forget to sign up and shop at cakestencils.com.au. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy using your Cake Craze stencils. Happy caking, everyone.